All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Let's get right into today's topic. So we're going to be talking about this exchange that I found between Katie Porter and Piers Morgan on the Bill Maher show. And I found this clip very interesting because now we're living in the day of age where we have men that are fighting a lot more for women's rights than women themselves. And honestly, it's really being perpetuated by the evil Democrats and the left mob. So let's look at this exchange because they're talking about Riley Gaines and how she demonizes Riley Gaines is really just astonishing to me. Let's watch the clip together.
Gaines, who I disagree with strongly, should be
What do you disagree with, out of interest?
I think that it should be up to sporting bodies to make the decisions about who and
what
how
has she
should
said
compete.
that's actually wrong?
Interesting. So she's saying that she thinks that it should be up to the sporting bodies to come to the conclusion as far as what type of laws and policies are being passed. But see, when the Supreme Court ruled on abortion, they weren't saying to leave it up to the supporting bodies. You see, these people are crazy, and they're hypocrites. They know that the reason also that she's saying we should look into having the supporting bodies to make the decision is also because she knows that most of these organizations are being overtaken and infiltrated by a whole bunch of woke activists. So when you have people in charge, for example, in this situation, like the NAACP, not the NAACP, the NCAA, who's, which has already been infiltrated by a whole bunch of woke activists, of course she's going to want to leave it up to them because they're going to agree with her. And that's their agenda here. They're going to move forward with infiltrating any and every organization that they possibly can so they can say the decision was made due to democracy, when in reality, everybody that's supporting their agenda as far as organization goes is also part of the woke left mob. So she's hilarious. She's a hypocrite.
I think that what she has done is try to turn this. We talked about people, using things to kind of get likes and get clicks.
That's not what she's doing.
It's not?
I've got.
Oh my God, this woman is a dumbass. So you think, Katie, you really think that she's doing this to get likes and clicks, when in reality, if you go against the woke narrative, you're canceled. Your career is ruined. You're ostracized all over social media. You don't get more likes and clicks. To get more likes and clicks, you should capitulate to the woke mob. You should tell the woke mob exactly what you want to hear if her motive is to get more likes and clicks. All she had to do was say that Riley Gaines, Leah Thomas is a biological woman, and it was a fair, fair competition between you and Leah. That's what she should have said if she was going to get more likes and clicks, not go against the agenda. This woman is so disingenuous. She don't know what she's talking about.
No truck for Riley Gaines personally, but all I've seen her do is stand up for women's rights to fairness and equality.
Well,
she actually competed against Leah Thomas, and it was obviously unfair. Leah Thomas won one of the races in the NCAA championships by 50 seconds against a bunch of biological females who simply couldn't keep up. That cannot be right. It cannot be fair.
That is something that I think our sporting bodies should be dealing with. And by the way, Riley is speaking up for herself.
So you should have left it up to the Supreme Court to decide about abortion, right? Right, exactly.
And that is her prerogative, and I respect her free speech.
I think she's speaking up for pretty much every female athlete in the world.
Wasn't that the point of Title IX? Title IX in the early 70s was something that was It was a major event in feminism that we finally have this law that says at colleges, right, and I think high schools too, but definitely colleges, women's sports have to be given equal to men's sports so that women aren't and this led to the WNBA and lots of other stuff. This seems to be the opposite of that. It seems to be so many instances, I think, where wokeness is the opposite of what I grew up as liberalism. Liberalism was, let's give the women an equal shot. This is let's put a male in the swimming pool with the women. I don't get it.
It's crazy.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
it makes
trans
no
people
sense.
who genuinely want to compete at athletics and swimming or whatever it may be, they're the ones who are suffering here. They need to be found a way to compete fairly and justly.
Well, what's your answer then?
I think there's one or two answers. I think they either compete against their biological sex, as many of them did before, or you create an entirely new category for transgender athletes.
That is the fairest solution that you can possibly think of, because there's honestly no other solution.
And then they're able to compete fairly. But what you cannot do is continue to allow more and more trans athletes to start decimating women's records. In some cases,
Piers.
Yeah, he went on Fox to respond to the exchange that he had with Katie, but I'm not even going to play because it's really irrelevant. It's the same thing that he just said. These people make absolutely no sense whatsoever. And she's talking about Riley Gaines is fighting for herself. She's not even an athlete anymore. She doesn't even compete anymore. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about it in the comment section. I absolutely despise these woke Democrats. I think they're the worst thing to happen to our country. But hey, some people think these people are on the right side of history. But we'll eventually find out who's right or wrong. Time will expose you or promote you. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Make sure you guys hit the like button down below. And if this is your first time on the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button for more content. Hit that notification bell as well for reminders. See you on the next one. Peace.